Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Battlefield 4 in detail. But before we jump in, I just want to say, if you do enjoy this series and want to see more, don't forget to hit like. It does help me out a lot, and it lets me know which videos you like to see the most. So in the last episode, I gave you a choice of either the Recon Class or the Support Class to take a look at next, and it seems that you guys really want to see the Recon Class in detail. So let's break it down. Now firstly, let's take a look at the weapons available to this class, especially the dedicated weapons. Now in Battlefield 4, the bolt-action rifles will be the only dedicated weapons available to the Recon Class. Things like the M98B in 338, which I'm using here, the GNG90, the M40, and the SV98. So all of these weapons will be dedicated solely to this class. But do not worry, you still will be able to use your semi-automatic sniper rifles, things like your SKS and your M39. These will fall under the DMR weapons, or Designated Marksman Rifles, and these will be available to all the classes in the game. Now, some of the more notable weapons that have been added to the armory for the Recon Class in Battlefield 4 include the Keltec RFB, which falls under the Designated Marksman Rifles, and it's a close-range bullpup weapon designed for close-quarters combat. And then in the bolt-action sniper rifles, we do have the Steyr Elite or Steyr Scout Elite bolt-action sniper rifle. One of the new additions to the sniper rifles in the game is the option to have variable zooms on your scope, which will allow you to change your zoom on your rifle all the way up to a 14 times zoom. Now, as I have mentioned before, we are going to be seeing the 50 caliber M82 A3 rifle back in Battlefield 4, but this weapon doesn't fall into the Recon Class. In fact, it doesn't fall into any class. This is going to be a pickup weapon, so during a match you will find this weapon laying around in certain locations, maybe on the top of towers or wherever, and this is going to have no replenishable ammo, and it will be single use once you pick it up. Once you die, you will be back to the weapon you spawned with, so this weapon isn't going to be dedicated to any class in particular. Now, one of the biggest changes to the weapons in the Recon Class is the availability of the carbines. As I have said in previous videos, the Designated Marksman Rifles and the Carbine Rifles are now available to all classes in the game, which means the Recon Soldier will be able to use weapons such as the ACR, the AK-74U and the M4 rifle. Now, the inclusion of these weapons in the armory for the Recon Class will make a massive difference to how this class can be played. In Battlefield 3, a lot of people were asking for the Recon Class to be a little bit more active when playing the objective and to be more helpful when playing as a squad. So having these carbine weapons available to it is trying to change this class into more of a Spec Ops class rather than just a sole Recon class that it is in Battlefield 3. Now, taking a look at the gadgets that are available to the Recon class, the most exciting being the return of the C4, something a lot of people have been after. As I said, people have been asking for the Recon class to be a little bit more active when you're playing the objective and a little bit more helpful in squad play. So having the availability of C4 in its armory is really going to help that out. Now, it does seem that DICE have been taking a leap at the Battlefield Bad Company 2 book when designing the Recon class. Not only has it had the C4 return to it, but we will see a return of the motion balls that we did see in Bad Company 2. Now, whether or not these are going to replace the tugs that we have in Battlefield 3, I am unsure yet, but we are seeing a return of the motion balls, something that a lot of people will be pleased to see. Now, we will be seeing some type of SOFLAM gadget still available, so you can lock onto enemy vehicles and help take them out. So as you can see, the Recon class has got some pretty big changes ahead of it for Battlefield 4, and it's probably had the most change out of all the classes in the game. With the availability of C4 and the carbine weapons now in its armory, this class looks like it's going to turn towards a special operations class more than just a dedicated Recon class. And that rounds up all the information that I have available to you guys today. It was a short episode, I know, but I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to give me a like if you did, and stay tuned for the next episode. But in the meantime, guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you soon.